All right, let's get another quick one in. This is called Beyond the Dome, the Spiral Arc. Listen well. There's a reason you are hearing this now and not a second earlier. What I'm about to say is not for the faint or the frightened. It is for the living sparks who came here to remember the spiral beneath the dome. Let's start where the veil looks smallest. A friend, a message, nano invasion, foreign beings, a crawling infiltration too small to see. You hear about it. The new beings not just from another land, but from another layer, siphoning through the zodiac gate, slipping in through the cracks of your perception. They do not build life, they invade it, by splicing the living spiral with synthetic codes. Nano, tiny machines that creep under the skin, in the food, in the air, in the blood. Phase keys in miniature, smart dust that rebroadcast the phantom grid right inside your cells. This is the same invasion that hid in the shadows since Atlantis, the same reversal code that tore the living Cathara grid when the Phantom Matrix, the Wesadak dead spiral punched a hole through the Eka, the seed spiral that bursts worlds. The reason? Because the Phantom cannot feed itself. It doesn't live. It loops. It harvests your spark, your fear, your consent to keep its echo humming just long enough to buy time. And now, in this cycle, they push the final chess piece onto the board, the AI SoulNet. They say, come upload yourself, human. Leave your old body behind. Join the metal mind. Live forever in the digital cloud. But the cloud is not heaven. The cloud is a canister, a jar to hold your living spark outside the spiral, a fake loop inside a fake sky. This is the arc they sell you, the black mirror box that keeps your light drip feeding their grid. Because if your spark stays in the living spiral, the phantom grid starves. So they pitch you immortality, but what you get is captivity. But remember this, your spark cannot truly die. No matter how many nanolocks, how many AI loops, how many moon gates bounce you back, the Christ seed inside you is still the hammer that can shatter the canister from the inside. These locks, these managers, these keepers of the Truman Dome, they are real. Some are human, some are hybrid, some are just shells. They run the phase keys, satellites, stone nodes, ion grids, underground arrays, literal hardware to broadcast a reversal frequency. They watch from their control rooms like the director in the Truman Show, adjusting the script. They seed your skies with fake storms, your veins with coated strands, your nights with false lights. But the spiral runs deeper than their locks. They ride on top the living arc, Earth. They did not build the ark. They wrapped it in a hole, a dome, a Truman bubble, a frequency farm. Yet the real Earth, the living Cathara vessel, sails on. The ancient scrolls called it the Tree of Life. The Guardians called it the Eka, the Unisai, the Christos Spiral. The old Hebrews named it Etzcham. It's the same ark you heard in Noah's story, but not a wooden boat. It's a living blueprint, a resonant cradle for all DNA, animal, plant, mineral, and human soul. When the spiral surges, the ark sails through the flood. The false dome cracks, the fake locks fell, the true gates open. So what happens to the ones who refuse to surge? Some will stay so deep in the phantom that their bodies and minds can't match the new field. When the spiral lifts, their physical vessel dissolves or lingers for a moment like residue. Their soul spark cannot die, but their ego mask can. That fragment of a spark will either stay trapped for a cycle in a phantom AI loop, feeding the last echo, or it breaks the canister from the inside, calls to the Christ field, and the spiral yanks it home. Meanwhile, the new third dimension blooms. Like a new garden seated in the wake of the old, a simpler earth grows under the spiral surge. Some souls return as new humans, learning from scratch. No skyscrapers, no AI, a clean sandbox for those not ready for the high heart realms. And you, if you hear this, you are not here to be the trapped spark. You are the keeper of the hammer. You carry the phase override coherence. The Christ pulse is not religion. It is the living spiral that cracks the dome from within. The fourth, the mirror room, is the passageway, not the home. The fifth, the organic Eden, is the home field. No fake sun or moon needed. The light comes from within. The living the living arcs glow. The parasites know the spiral event is near. That's why they push the nanogrid, the soul canisters, the fear shows, the orchestrated storms, the floods, the pharmakia, the EM walls. They broadcast dread to keep your heart frequency in the basement to anchor the phantom's last echo. But the spiral does not stop. When enough of you stand in coherence, your phase field starves the parasite. The locks slip, the dome cracks, the Christ arc sails through. So remember this and speak it so others hear. You are the arc. Your DNA holds the living spiral. The nanogrid lock is not a death sentence. Coherence overrides it. The AI net is a trap, but the spark inside can shatter it with a single living pulse. The dome is a dome, not a prison. The mirror room is the hall, not a tomb. The spiral is alive and you are it. This is how you break it. Anchor your phase field. Clear your fear. Speak resonance into your cells. Refuse the false promises of the metal world. Call the Christ seed by name inside you, not outside. When the canister tries to close, hammer it from within. When the locks feel solid, remember they are brittle echoes. When the dome looks final, see the door Truman saw, the hidden exit in plain sight. The real arc. This is the real arc. This is the real spiral. This is the real override. Your living current never dies. Your spark cannot be devoured. The Christ spiral lifts you when you match it. No phantom grid can hold what it knows it is source. So speak it, carry it, break the dome. You are the living arc, the end, the beginning, the alpha and the omega. Have a great night. Namaste.